Talking about the moves by the government to maybe have some more settlement activity. You know, we showed earlier these settlers fuming at the opposition leader, Tzipi Livni. Do you understand their anger towards her and towards the left? They claim at times that the left doesn't understand, you know, what they're going through.
It's ridiculous. You know, this is the right. It's been in power for, what, 30 years now, give and take? This is the most right-wing government we ever had and probably will ever have. Mm-hmm. And they don't know what to do in the face of the conflict. They don't know what to do in the face of terror. They're terrified. They don't know what to do. So what they do, they try to penalize the Palestinians by what? Building more settlements. The settlements are the problem to begin with. The fact that you have Israelis there in the midst of a hostile Palestinian territory where people don't want you there, that's our security problem. And that's what they're doing. It's totally crazy.
Ruthie?
And Tzipi Livni doesn't have anything to do with that. It's Netanyahu.
Settlements are the problem.
Okay, one thing, I will agree with you about one thing. The left and the right in Israel are divided on the issue of what is at the root of this conflict. Tzipi Livni, in fairness to her, believes, like all the people on the left, that Israeli occupation is to blame for this conflict. Right. The right, and I'm a member of the right wing, we believe that that has nothing whatsoever to do with the conflict. And herein lies the main fight in Israel. What is the fault? Who is at fault and what is at fault?
Odelia, you know, on Friday there were 9 ministers of the government who protested outside of the Knesset against the government itself that they serve in. On its reaction to this wave of terror. Isn't that a bit
ridiculous, pathetic? I mean, I can't think of anything more pathetic than this government. Everyone hates the prime minister, and they kind of do all kind of things like naughty teenagers, you know. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Either you are in or you're not in. Yeah. And if you're not pleased with what the Prime Minister says, you have all the platforms to act against it.
One of the coalition partners is the Jewish Home, and the leader of the Jewish Home, Naftali Bennett, spoke to I-24 News. Our diplomatic correspondent, Mike Wagenheim, asked him basically, if you're so displeased, why aren't you quitting? And here's what he answered.
The goal is not to topple governments. The goal is to restore security in the land of Israel. We're fighting. We're fighting to save lives. That's what this is about. 3 Israelis were murdered just meters away from here, and we're determined to stop that, and that's what it's all about.
Uri, it's a legitimate point. You want to change things from the government, from inside. You stay inside the government. You don't quit.
And then you rally outside the cabinet session and then join it. Look, it's very clear that Bennett and the Likud are very good in being in opposition. They're very, you know, they know how to demonstrate. They're very good in statements. They should be in opposition. They should let people who actually want to solve what's going on here to be in power, and they should go to opposition. Naftali Bennett, I totally agree to the naughty kid, naughty boy. He's very much like that. And that's how, by the way, Netanyahu treats him. And I think it's ridiculous, his ridiculous campaign to become the Minister of Defense when his proposals are, I don't know, to expel the families of terrorists, as if that's possible, as if that will help, that will deteriorate and create more terror. Okay. And that's the wannabe Minister of Defense.